I should probably not share this with you guys, but I'm gonna do it anyways. And to be honest, what I'm gonna share in today's video, the 3 pillars that you can implement, will allow you to make $100,000 with your personal brand every single month. And let me be honest, because most people that are trying to grow a personal brand online will never even make serious money with it. They will never hit the 10K days, they will never make at least $80,000 a month with their personal brand, another 8K day or a 10K day. And it's not because you're not working hard, but it's because you're missing this one thing, a system. You're missing the 100K personal brand engine. And that consists of our new growth software that we build out to gain high quality followers every single month, about 1,000 to 2,000 followers that you can sell your product or service to. Combining that with the profile funnel and combining that with the right trial reel strategy, you will make an insane amount of money every single month. And the issue is that you're posting content, you're trying the hooks, you're copying trends, and you're watching what other creators do, but everything that you're doing is reactive. There is no control over your personal brand, and when there's no control, there's no predictability. As you can see here, this graph just keeps going up and down and up and down and up and down, and that's not what you want your business to look like. You want your business to look like exponential growth, and you want your followers to look like exponential growth. And some months you grow, some months you don't, some content hits, but most of the videos that you're posting, they simply don't attract the right people to your page, and therefore you're not making any money. Your revenue is completely inconsistent. But over the last months, we have built something that you don't have to rely on all these things anymore. You don't have to rely on luck. You don't have to rely on virality. You don't have to rely on the algorithm for you to go viral. Instead, you are the one that engineers the growth for your personal brand and actually understands how to make money consistently and predictable. You control who sees your content, who follows you, and who enters your sales funnel. And when you combine the right pieces, you don't just grow followers, as you can see here, 23,000 followers in just 30 days, but you build a machine that can generate 50,000, 100,000, and even more purely from organic attention and nurturing people the right way. As you can see here, one of my clients who made $100,000 in cash collected after launching his offer, or 136,000, 81,000, 85,000, and another 85,000 US dollars strictly from organic marketing. And today I'm going to break down that entire system that you can implement into your personal brand that will allow you to make an insane amount of money with your personal brand. So the first step is we need to have controlled growth on our social media pages. Because if we fix control, instead of hoping that your content reaches the right people, you force your account into a niche, and that is exactly what we built with our new software. A growth system that interacts on your behalf in the most human way possible, and that is what allows you to grow a following. As you can see here, in the last 7 days alone, you can see that we grew 1,135 followers, all by simply implementing our software. And you can check it out here as well. High quality followers, about 60 to 70% that you can sell your product or service to. Now, what this software actually does that makes us gain all these followers is it follows people in your niche, it unfollows them after a couple of days, it likes the posts in your niche, and it engages with the stories. Now, this might sound super simple, but the impact is huge on your business. And I'm talking huge because Instagram starts recognizing patterns, and it starts seeing this account consistently interacts with this specific type of user. And what happens? Your account will get categorized correctly on the Instagram For You page. It will get pushed out more into your niche that you are operating in. It will be shown in the suggested followers. So as soon as you follow someone, you know the drop down menu, your profile will be the #1 profile that drops down. So it will be easier for people to follow you from there as well. And it will be ranked higher on the explore page. Now, this is what I'm talking about. The drop down menu, your page will be shown right there. And this will mean more visibility, more relevant visibility, and most importantly, more qualified followers that you can sell your offer to. We're seeing accounts grow 1,000 to 2,000 followers every single month by simply implementing our software, with about 60% being high quality followers. Now think about that. Even if 600 of those followers are business owners, coaches, or operators, and your offer is structured correctly and your personal brand is structured the right way, that alone can generate you $50,000 to $100,000 in additional monthly revenue. I'm not talking about the revenue that you're doing right now, I'm talking additional monthly revenue. From organic, no ads, and no cold outreach, just controlled attention that will grow your account consistently. But this is why most people still fail after having consistent growth and getting followers consistently. Because even if you grow your account and you're doing the short form content, the long form content, the stories, and implementing our growth software, you don't know how to convert these people. And the reason for this is you're not showing the results enough. As you can see here, the results for our clients, 5.4 million views in 30 days, 5.3 million views in just 7 days, 5.2 million views in 30 days as well. Or here, we're talking about another 8.3 million views in just first 30 days too. And you need to share these results to make sure that you can generate the revenue that we're actively generating for our clients. $8,000, $86,000, $9,000, $100,000, $136,000. And this is about $36,000 in just a single week. As you can see, most people still don't make this kind of money. Why? Because they attract the wrong audience to their page. And that comes down to the content. So the second step that you need to implement for this machine to work and actually make a fuck ton of money with your personal brand is simple: trial reels. It's the number one slept thing on in personal branding right now, and people think if I post once a day, it should be more than enough. But you need to be posting 4 times a day on trial reels for your top of the funnel content in order for the trial reels to crack the code and gain an insane amount of attention onto your page. And here are 2 of the results that I got with my own trial reels: 1.1 million views, a lifestyle video that gave me 185 followers, and then another video 4.2 million views that gave me over 930 followers. And I know this might not always be the highest quality followers, yet it brings you so much exposure and so much followers that you can start nurturing with the personal content that you're posting on your main feed. Because the only reason why you're not growing and why are the trial reels so important, it's because they reach non-followers, which means every single video is pure discovery, no overlap and no recycling of content. It's just targeting new people. But what most people do wrong is they post a lifestyle, they post the trends, they post broad content and entertainment, and then they wonder why their audience is low quality or unqualified or not buying. And that's because they attracted everyone. And when you attract everyone, you're gonna convert and sell to no one. So what you should do instead, in order for the trial reel setting to work, is you should be posting 4 to 5 trial reels per day, but every single post needs to be top of the funnel content directly speaking to your ICP. So if you are a gym influencer, don't start posting videos about making money. Start posting videos about going to the gym, doing fitness, tips, tricks, flexing videos. Those are the kind of top of funnel videos that you need to create as someone that's in the gym space. If you have an e-com coaching offer, you need to focus on new trends within the e-com space. Think about Shopify payments being shut down. Think about the war going on. Think about Chinese New Year. All these things that will speak directly to your ICP, but that are top of the funnel content ideas. All right? Meaning you call out your target audience, you speak about their problems, and you show your perspective on the niche that you're in, and you position yourself as the solution within the market. For example, instead of saying here's how to grow on Instagram, you say if you're a coach making 10K per month and stuck, this is why your content isn't converting. That is a completely different way of doing top of the funnel content but attracting the right people to your page. And now this is where you start filtering and where you start attracting the right people with the right problems that you can solve at the right level. So now when they follow you, they are already qualified, and that is the beauty of utilizing trial reels combined with the growth software the right way. Now the third step that you need to implement, and this is probably the highest money making thing that you can do, is the profile funnel. Now this is where the money is made, because followers don't matter. Because what happens after they follow? Most profiles are completely broken. They have no nurturing, they have no story sequences, no bio, no profile picture. They look aesthetic, clean and nice, but who gives a fuck about these things if they're not converting? I don't, honestly. Because there's no direction in the content that you're posting, there's no nurturing, and your profile should function like this. You need to have the right content that nurtures the people. You need to have the right profile setup that will make it easy for people to make a decision if they want to follow you, DM you, or become a client. And that's what will increase and speed up the decision-making process within anyone that comes onto your page. Now within seconds, someone should understand who you help, what you help them with, and why it works. And if done correctly, the profile funnel is created with the intent to let the content do the conversion and not the sales call. Therefore, understand that to make this system work, you need the following things to be in place: clarity on your ICP, distribute content to trigger that ICP, which create potential for conversion, credibility and proof of concepts from yourself or other clients that you have gotten results for, an irresistible offer that will be presented on the sales calls, and a mechanism to utilize within the content. And that is exactly what we need. Now, if we're gonna speak about the targeting, and this is where you guys should probably start taking notes, you wanna have the right ad set on your profile to gain as much followers as possible, to gain an insane low cost per profile visit, and that way you can start increasing your spend. So how to set up your ad sets for maximum profit? When you're running traffic into your profile funnel, you need to have reels, the profile, the stories, and that will cause them to go into the DM and get you the sales. And your ad setup matters more than most people think, because if your targeting is off, you're getting views but not buyers. And here's exactly how I structure my ad sets in order to solve this problem. And this is the 6 ad structure that I use. I always want 6 different ad sets at the same time. 3 broad ad sets, 1 lookalike audience, audience, and then 2 interest-based audiences. Now this does 2 things. It lets the algorithm find buyers fast. It gives you data on who actually converts and not just who watches. And the budget education strategy is what you need to implement, because you don't want to split every budget evenly. Instead, I increase the budget on the best performing ad sets. Usually that ends up being the lookalike audience. As you can see here, the lookalike audience has the most daily budget. Why? Because lookalike audience are directly based on the people who already follow you, bought from you, or match your best customers. You can train your Facebook Ads Manager by simply uploading your Typeform for the onboarding, or by simply entering the email, the phone number, the Instagram accounts of the clients that you already work with, so Facebook will find people that look exactly like them, so you can sell your product or service to it. Now, broad targeting, the 3 ad sets that you need to do. And this is where most people mess up, because with broad, you want to give Meta freedom, but still guide it slightly. So what I do is I do the right countries, I do the language, and I set the age range to make sure that I have everything set up. I don't add any interest and I don't overcomplicate it. Simply just do the countries, language, and the age range, and that's it. Then for the interest targeting, the 2 ad sets that you need to implement is where you speak more directly to your niche. What I add is marketing, coaching, online business, and entrepreneurship. But this can be different for you. If you are a fitness coach, you can put fitness, health, body and mindset, for example. And this helps Meta understand these are the type of people that I want more of in my following. But don't go too narrow, keep it broad enough to actually be able to scale your ads. And then the third one, the lookalike audience. If you set this up correctly, it's usually your highest ROI ad set. And how to create it is pretty simple. Use your existing audience data like Instagram followers, website visitors, email list, past buyers, and all their information. Put it in a CSV file that you can upload into Facebook to start finding these people that are exactly like the audience that you uploaded. Upload data from people who already paid you, then create a lookalike audience based on that. Now Meta will find people who behave exactly like your buyers, and that is exactly what you want, because if someone already bought from you, it means that more people like him will probably buy from you as well. So if you target those people, the chances of you getting a client gets way higher. And this setup gives you the coverage plus precision. Broad, let the algorithm explore. Interest, it gives a little bit of direction, and lookalike, it focuses on buyers that you already sold to. Now, your ads don't just get views, because they turn into profile visits, they turn into DMs and actual revenue. But the creative strategy behind the profitable ad sets is very important for you to understand. And this is basically the next step. What kind of videos are we gonna be posting inside the ad set that will actually allow us to get us the conversion? Now, I highly recommend you go to the ads library if you want, check out my account and start going through my ads, because what you will see here is that your creatives will actually make the money. And some creatives across all ad sets is that every ad set should have the exact same creatives. Why? Because now you're isolating variables. If each ad set has different videos, you don't know what the audience is or if it was the creative that worked so well with this campaign. So this way you can clearly see which creative performs best and which audience performs best. And that's how you scale properly. The best performing creative from my data alone is the testimonial compilations. And if you want to check these out, I highly recommend go to the ad library where you can see them. And I'm not talking one testimonial, but I mean multiple stacked testimonials together in one video with a strong hook at the start, fast-paced cuts, and clear results that the client got from utilizing my service. So go to my ads library. I highly recommend you do so you can check it out, because testimonials bring the highest quality followers. And that is what will get you the buyers and make you $9,000 a day, $86,000 in 4 weeks, $8,500 in a day, or $10,000 in a single day. And the crazy part is this works across every single niche. Info products, agencies, real estate agents, or service-based businesses. This funnel, the software, trial reels, and the profile funnel will get you insane amounts of followers and leads that you can sell to. Because at the end of the day, people don't trust you, they trust other people's results. And my weekly testing system for the ads is as follows. And this is where most people, they don't do enough, because every single week I test 8 to 10 new creatives, and then after 7 days I kill the losers, I scale the winners, and I try to recreate the top performing 2 ads and make them in a new different jacket in a sense. So I don't just duplicate them, I iterate. I take the top performance and change the hook, the body, the CTA, or the way it's being filmed, or the outfit that I'm wearing, or the way I'm speaking. Am I more chill? Am I more active? Same concept, but a completely different angle. And this is how you avoid creative fatigue and keep the performance of your ads as high as humanly possible. Step 4, nurturing. And this is where most people massively underestimate the game, because nobody buys instantly. They watch, they observe, and they evaluate, but you have to pre-sell them over time with your carousels, with your reels, with your stories, and with your long form videos, because your content should constantly shift the belief of people, show proof, handle objections, and reinforce your system. If it's not doing that, you are not posting the right content. And then your stories. If we look at the stories, your story should show real results, show conversations between clients, show the behind the scenes, and show your way of thinking in order for people to actually convert into a client. Now, after 7 to 14 days, your audience should feel like, I already trust this guy, I'm ready to give him my money. And that's where this whole funnel becomes complete, right? We get the growth from the software, we get the growth from posting trial reels, we get the growth from the profile funnel. Then the content that we post organically is nurturing the audience, and that's what gains all this trust and makes them want to buy from us. Step number 5, DMs to calls to sales. Now, this is where the money is being made, guys. This is where it's time to convert, because there are two different paths. We have the inbound, where people DM you naturally, and those are usually warmer leads. They've seen your content, they trust your thinking, they understand your offer, and they're ready to buy. But you also need to have an activation system. And this is the activation system that I use for my personal brand. Every new follower gets either a message, a voice note, 6 to 5 hours after they started following me. Not pitching, but just starting the conversation and removing the objection of speaking with the seller. Then you qualify them, you understand the context or the problem that they have, you identify if it's the right fit, then you book them in for a sales call. And the sales call only takes about 25 minutes because they have seen your content and they watch your videos. And that's where you can sell them your product or service. Now, in theory, this looks something like this. You post your stories to your long form, you show the results, you show messages from your clients, you get an inbound message on December 7th, you get the call booked on December 9th, and then you get the payment closed 4,500 USD on December 11th. And that's how fast things can go when your profile is set up the right way. You actually gain followers with the profile funnel, the software that we use in the trial reels. Now, important, your calls should not be convincing sessions, they should be confirmation sessions, because all I do on my calls is try to figure out if it makes sense right now, if they have the budget, and if they can actually pay. And if you're currently hoping, posting and hoping and waiting, and you're playing a losing game, because hope is not a strategy, structure is. And once you implement the right structure, that will actually get you the growth system implemented, trial reels implemented, the profile funnel implemented, content that actually builds the trust, stories that warm your audience, DMs that actually qualify, and calls that actually close, you will make insane amounts of money. Now, if you want to utilize the software, I highly recommend you click on the link below. You can sign up for free. It's a 2-week free trial, and I will guarantee you that you will gain insane amounts of followers from utilizing the software and actually scaling your company. Focus on the 3 pillars that I discussed on this video that will get you the results that you want to get. And we all know the 3 pillars by now, which is pretty simple and straightforward. It is the growth software by the link in bio, profile funnel that you can do through meta ads, and then posting 3 to 4 trial reels every single day. And that is what will get you the money that you are looking for. Now, without further ado, I don't even think I should post this online, but I'm gonna do it anyways. I hope you guys enjoyed this. You can implement this directly into your business and get results quicker than ever. So stop wasting your time and start implementing. I see you in the next video. Peace out.